Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, this is the National Football League. We'll see Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago. The Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And he'll give it here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Gaskin again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. You were were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Carter. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Stephen Carter. 5. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Give them 9 yards on the second down screen play. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Tua. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
The Browns now going to take over late in this first half.
A new life now. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him, throw that challenge flag. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a handoff here to his running back. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Play action. Now it's Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Tua, flush to his right. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Gaskin again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they go screen. It's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Gaskin. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Miles Gaskin taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good skin.
Stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
Down to an knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.